Ever left your hotel looking perfectly normal, feeling confident about your day, only to step outside dressed like you're heading to a beach vacation, tank top, sunglasses, ready for ice cream and sunshine when Mother Nature is actually planning a complete downpour? Now you're standing there in full storm gear, rain jacket, umbrella, the works. Looks like you're preparing for a hurricane while everyone else is in shorts. And this is me most days, caught between beach party and storm chaser, never quite getting it right. Sunglasses with an umbrella? Yeah, this fashion disaster pretty much sums up my relationship with weather forecasting. I'm heading to Prague in a few weeks to visit our Keboola team, and let's be honest, I have a track record of stepping outside completely unprepared for whatever Mother Nature has planned. I've been caught in thunderstorms wearing flip-flops and brought winter coats to heat waves. So I thought, why not let our new Conditional Flows feature handle this for me? With Conditional Flows, you can now set conditions based on job statuses, durations, or specific errors. Instead of building workflows that just run blindly, you can build smart ones that actually make decisions. So I created a flow that checks Prague's weather every morning and emails me the crucial intel. Grab an umbrella, or you're good to go. No more outfit disasters, no more getting soaked, and definitely no more looking like I raided a costume shop. Let me show you how I built this weather-savvy assistant and how Conditional Flows can make your data workflows just as smart, minus the fashion emergencies. Let's dive in. All right, so starting off inside of Keboola, I just went ahead and created a flow for us here. So skipped over some of the boring stuff. We're getting straight into it here. And so in this video, I'm not going to actually create any of the custom components. I'm just going to use all the ones I've created beforehand. So if you want to deep dive into what I did for each one of these components, can definitely do that at a later note. We're just going to show how to use our conditional flows here. So starting off, I want to add a task. So we're going to add a component, and I want to start off with my weather API component. So if I click that and go ahead and click my weather API data source, that's in there now. So I had that set up beforehand to grab the data for the weather for Prague. So that's going to work there. And so I can name this instead of phase one. I'm going to say get weather data for Prague. Okay, so that's going to grab the weather data for Prague. So that's going to include like whether it's going to rain or not, the percentage chance of rain, max temperature, low temperature, everything like that's going to be included inside of this data set. So if you wanted to create something similar, the weather API is free to use. You just got to get an API key, and you're able to get up and running. So so what we're going to do now is we're going to use a bit of a Python script, and we're going to look and basically see like, hey, in the next 3 days, is there a chance of rain? Because I want to stay ahead of schedule here. So I've already created this, so I can add a component, transformations, Python. There's my check for rain test. Again, in this video, I'm not going to dive through any actual code writing. I'll be happy to show you that if you want to shoot us a message. Be happy to talk to you about it. But so this is going to be check to see if it is going to rain. Perfect. So again, this script is going to, if it finishes successfully, there's no chance of rain in the next 3 days, or there's not a high percentage chance of rain in the next 3 days. If it fails, that means there's a good chance of rain in the next 3 days. Okay, so that's what's happening there. So now what I want to do is add let's see. I'm gonna add some notifications. So starting off with notification rain incoming. So I'm gonna say, hey Steven, there is a good chance that rain is incoming soon. Pack your umbrella. Perfect. And then I'm going to email this to myself. Perfect. And then I can name that notification phase to rain notification. Perfect. Update that phase. And I'm also going to build out a component or a notification that if it's not going to rain. So get those sunglasses out. I'm going to call this one. So, hey, Steven, there is not rain in the forecast for the next 3 days. Get out those sunglasses and flip-flops. Unless, listen, I know flip-flops are it's a subject that people fight about all the time now, but like I'm a flip-flop guy. So if that's you, that's fine. If not, maybe it's some Birkenstocks. Maybe you just wear shoes all the time. No judgments here. But we're gonna send this one off. We're gonna send this one to me. So that works there. I'm gonna call this one no rain notification. Perfect. Okay, so now under my check to see if it's gonna rain, I can add in a condition. So I'm gonna add a condition, and I'm gonna say if check to see if it's gonna rain. So if that test has a job status of error, then we're going to continue to the existing phase of rain notification. Because remember, if it fails, that's what it's doing there. If it's not going to, we're going to continue to the no rain notification. There we go. So that works there. And I want to disconnect these two, which depending on how you set it up, you don't have to disconnect them, but I like to create them all, then do all the work there. So disconnect them. So now what we can see here, going through our flow, we started off by getting weather data for Prague. We check to see if it's going to rain. If it is going to rain, we're going to send a notification for rain. And if it's not going to rain, we're going to send a notification either way. So I'm going to go ahead and save this thing and go ahead and click run. So this thing's going to take a second to run. And then just a moment, we'll pop into my email and see the notification that it sent us. So magically popped into my email here. You can see that I got a notification from Keboola that says, hey, rain's incoming. You have a notification set in the Prague weather flow within the project after a demo. And it says, hey, Steven, there's a good chance that rain is incoming soon. Pack your umbrella. We might have typed that out, so we knew that exact message was coming. But just wanted to show that, like, hey, not only did I set this thing up with this conditional flow, but it actually worked as we had planned, because actually the next 3 days in Prague, it's supposed to rain. Hopefully it doesn't happen here in a few weeks. But yeah, looks like our conditional flow worked as we expected. We got our notification set up like we wanted it to. And there you have it. My weather checking flow is now live and ready to save me from any more fashion disasters in Prague. No more stepping out in sunglasses during a downpour, no more rain gear on sunny days, and definitely no more mixing summer and storm gear like I was doing earlier. But the real magic here isn't just my improved weather preparedness, it's how conditional flows let you build truly intelligent workflows. Whether you're checking job statuses, monitoring durations, or catching specific errors, your flows can now think and adapt instead of just running blindly. So next time you're building a workflow, ask yourself, could this be smarter? Could it make decisions based on what's actually happening? With conditional flows, the answer is probably yes. If this helped you see the power of conditional flows, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more Keboola tips and tutorials. And who knows, maybe I'll actually dress appropriately for Prague weather this time. Thanks for watching, and happy flow building.